Okay, everybody, welcome back. Another day, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of transition. Hopefully, we'll take a little bit of time for some mobility. We have a tighter band that we're going to use for the legs today, and a little bit of a looser band that we're going to use for the arms. And then let's go ahead and get some stretch and movement on. I think our legs are going to be quite exhausted by the end of today, but that's good. That's what we came for. So set up in your downward facing dog. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Drop one heel to the ground and then the other. Just take your time here. Notice what's going on differently in each leg. As crazy as it seems, it's really helpful and beneficial to take that extra time to just notice, right? What's going on in the body. Really kind of listen to the body, especially if you're more of a cerebral thinker type of person. It's important to pay attention, let the body give you some clues and cues, and it's important to listen to it. All right, widen your legs. We're going to walk our hands all the way back to the feet, and then again, bend one knee and then the other. So just kind of let those hips hinge side to side. Perfect. All right, we're going to lie on our back real quick. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Put your arms out in a nice wide T. And then we're going to go 3 little lowers onto the left. As you lower your legs to the left, try to push the right knee away from you, getting a little stretch through that hip flexor. So one more. Keep the belly firm here. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So still kind of going with our full body. We will definitely feel the legs, like I said today, but we'll get into the upper body as well using that lighter band. And then our cardio, we can keep the band on the whole time on our legs. I'll show you what's going on there. Hug your knees into the chest, just a tight little ball. Check in with your hip flexors, your back. Take a couple little rolls if that feels good for you. One more. All right. And then let's go ahead and put the band on our high ankle, low calf. So while we're here, we'll get that going. So after our strength set, right, or something that we're hitting up strength, then our cardio and core are going to stay the exact same. We're already on the ground, so I'm going to show you core. All you're going to do is lie flat on the back, push that low back into the ground as much as you possibly can. Now, if your legs are tight, your hamstrings are tight, your legs may be bent, and that's fine. If you can get them straight, that's what we're going for, but if they need to be a little bent because of tightness, that's okay. Now, then the goal here is to really dig deep into that low belly, just like we do with our heel presses, and then we're just going to pulse your legs in and out. So we're going to be getting back into the legs with our core portion, but I really want you to focus on that flexion through the core. All right, so that's going to be our core set. I'll show you the cardio, and then we'll go through each of the other. Cardio is just a hinge and a jump. It's like you're blocking a shot in basketball or a spike in volleyball. If you don't jump, that's fine. You just hinge and reach. You're going for as many as you can within that 30-second time frame. Okay, so first 30 seconds, hinge into that left leg, and you're going to power the right leg out, trying to keep those hips level, belly strong. So that's our 30, then cardio, then core. Then we'll do the other side, then cardio, then core. Then we're going to take our other band and do a back row to raise. So you're going to hinge down, put tension on your band. So try to widen that band as much as you possibly can. Pull your elbows back, then push forward, raise your arms up overhead. So it's all about that squeeze and pinch into your shoulder blades. Then we'll have our cardio, then we'll have our core. At this point, probably just leave our band there for when we go back to the ground. But we're going to sit on a wall and do an arm pulse, just an extra little bit. If you don't have a wall or anything like that handy, don't worry about it. You can hold a glute bridge and do this from the ground. So if you don't have a wall, just lie on the ground, go into a glute bridge, and do the pulse here. All right, and then the last one, we will be on the ground. You're going to put your band around your right hand, and then you're basically just rowing the left elbow to the ground, trying to get into the back, and then we'll hit the other side, rowing into the back. All right, but the two sides will each have their own 30-second set. All right, let's take one more little low squat. Kind of bounce into those knees, twist to one side, then the other. All right, 27.5 minutes of work. That's how long each of these little segments has been taking us. So that's what we're looking at. Ready? Get ready for your side pull and go. So big thing here is to keep that small bend in your supporting leg. And then dig into that heel. Grab tight into the core. So kind of ease into it, I think. Feeling that supporting leg just a little bit more than you are the pulling leg. So we're going to take our little mobility set here. Stand tall, reach your left arm over, then your right arm, and then we're going to do our hinge and jump. In 3, 2, and 1. So hinge and jump. Just a little hinge. You don't need to squat deep, but try to keep tension on that band. Looking good. Belly firm. Definitely feeling it now. Keep it up. And time. All right, hinge over those legs. Bend one knee and then the other. And then come into a little back flexion here. Lower all the way down. And we're going to go into our core. Push the low back into the ground. And then you're going to pull those legs apart. Pull the low belly to the ground. Don't forget, we're here for core, but we can sneak in a little leg as well. You have to focus on that core grab though. Flex it in tight and time. All right, just hug your knees in, little ball, and then we're gonna roll it up. Okay, so now we're back to our other side. Plant into your right foot. Whew. Chest is up. Stick your hips back a little. Try to keep the supporting leg still. So your hips aren't moving around. You're not leaning with your chest. Everything's fixed except for that leg. Belly strong. Chest is lifted. Sit on the heel, that supporting heel. And time. Okay. Hinge the other way first this time. We're going to hold that hinge a little longer than the other side. All right, other side. And then get ready for your hinge and jump. Here we go. Hinge and jump. Sticking your hips out and back. Try to keep your back long and flat. Belly hold strong. And time. All right, straighten out. Bend one knee, then the other. And then lower down for your V pulls. Press your low back into the ground and then get that pull. Tighten the belly. Remember what you're here for. Core. So check in and make sure you're getting that low back really pressed into the ground. Flex your feet. Tighten through the abdomen. And time. All right, tuck those knees in. We're gonna roll it up and get our other band and sit into our back row and lift. Sit back, put tension on that band, row, press, and lift. Row, press, lift. This is one of those you really have to kind of self-flex to build the heat that you want. Lift the chest up off the rib cage, tension on that band. Pull the belly button back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders down as you lift. All right, go ahead with your side hinge and then the side hinge. And then we're going to go our hinge and jump. Ready, set, and go. Getting those arms involved makes a difference. You got it. Keep the push. Belly strong. Legs strong. Time. Whew. All right. We're going to be down on the ground. V pull. Flex those feet. Belly hold strong and go. Strong, strong core. It's our focus. If you did all those gate swings with me the other day, inner thighs, probably feeling it. That's good. Oh, tuck into your little ball. Stay here if you don't have a wall. If you have a wall, come on up. We're going to sit on the wall and hit our little pulse. All right, and go. We're more here for our arms than we are legs. So don't worry about the legs too much, but you might as well add them in. Grab the belly. Slide your shoulder blades down the spine. Shoulder heads pull back. Space between ears and shoulders. Time. Whew. All right. We have our hinge and jump. 3, 2, and go. We've been working a lot on that core, so keep it going here. Should be feeling that ability to get that grab through the belly. 10 seconds to go. Reach with those arms. That's it. Time. The legs are on fire. Okay, make sure your band is handy. After our V pull, we're going to get our row. Flex those feet and pull. Heart rate is running. Breath is quicker and deeper. So it's going to be tougher to get that hold. Every time you exhale, see if you can get more into the belly. Hang in there. Slide those shoulder blades down. Time. All right, still get your little tuck here. And then grab your band. I'm going to start with it on my left. Make it a little smaller. Push the low back into the ground. So you're feeling, obviously, the rowing side, which is my right side. But you're also going to feel the left side, that stability. Again, this is where we want to self-activate. Flex in, tighten through that core. Focus on the back, behind your shoulder blade, and time. All right, come up for your jumps. 4, 3, gear up, hinge and jump. Get some height. It's gonna get your heart rate a little higher. Come on, find your pace. Remember, we have to push our effort level. Time. All right, back down. Legs come up, flex your feet, and get your V pull. Maybe you feel a little more core if you lower your legs away. That's fine. Try that. Or if they're straight up, wherever you feel that better pull through the abdomen. Tighten. The tendency is going to be to relax the core. There's our time. As the legs come in, let your knees windshield wiper. But we want to make sure that we're keeping that flexion in the core. There's always going to be a spot. Okay, pull on the left side where your body's going to want to try to find the way to relax. Body's always going to find the path of least resistance. That's great when you're competing or running away from an angry dog or chasing a child that you want to catch before they run into the street. But in an exercise session, okay, there's our time coming up. Working out, we want to push for the path of most resistance. Pushing our effort level. 3, 2, hinge and jump. We're almost through our first round. Get that jump. Push into those legs. Get that heart rate up. Time. Shake out those legs. And then we're down for our pull. 3, 2, and go. Maybe use your hands to check in. Wake up the little nerves, feelers, responses, and that core where you're wanting to grab. Hello, hello, make sure you're working in there. Tighten, tighten. Time. Okay, friends, one round, and we're back up for our side pulls. Back to the top. Plant into your foot, and then pull the other. Sit into the heel. Try to pull your knee, not just your foot, right? Keep the body still. Knee lines with toe. If you want more, sit deeper. Time. Hinge it over. Stretch through that IT band. The other side. Okay, get ready. In 3 seconds, hinge and jump. Go for some height. Keep tension on that band. Time. Nice work. Lower down. Here we go. Into our V pulse. Find your core. Pulse. See if you can dial into your low abdomen between belly button and pubic bone. Time. Okay, we're back up for our other side pull. 3, 2, and pull. Tighten that core still. Shoulders back and down. So make sure you're not hunkering over. Lift up, sit back. Try to keep everything else still. 5 seconds. Time. Hinge it over. Stretch through that side. Other side. Very thankful for these little breaks. Ready, set, and go. This is a hinge. You don't need a squat. Hold the core. Keep the back flat. Time. All right. Lowering down. Ready? And go. Keep waking up that core, digging in. This is one of those really great opportunities to try to get away from what's going on with the movement and put it where we want it in that core. A lot of times we just are like, oh, I'm pulling those legs, it's great. But what we really want to do is get that core focus. All right, coming up. Give those little legs a break. We're going to go into that row. Okay, tension on your band. Pull back, push forward, raise it up. This, super good for shoulder mobility as well. Getting the work into those scapula and strengthening around that shoulder joint. Belly still firm, back still flat. Tension on that band. Don't cheat your tension. Time. Okay, hinge and jump. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Come on, block that shot. 4 seconds. All right, lie it down. Get our pull. And then we're back up unless you're doing a glute bridge, shoulder pulls. Still holding space between your ears and shoulders. Definitely getting tougher. Tie all that belly in. Okay, hug it in. Roll it up. Wall sit. No, yeah, okay. Wall sit, shoulder pull. Here we go. Right in front of those shoulders. Push your low back into the wall. Smile, maybe. 5 seconds. Don't let it go. I was late sitting down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. All right. We are back to our jumps. Here we go. Hinge and jump. Hold on to that core. Try to keep your height, keep your pace. Oh. Time. All right. So thankful to lie down. Make sure your band is handy. Here we go. Feels so good to be able to feel the right portion of the core. Just stay focused there. Some rounds you might be able to dig in better than others. Don't give up. Keep that flexion. Time. All right. Here we go. Find your band. Set both shoulder blades down. Push your low back into the ground. And then you're going to pull that arm down. Remember, there's as much going on in the supporting arm as your pulling arm. You make the work happen. Relax in the neck. Relax in the jaw. Tighten through that back. Belly strong. Time. All right. Rolling up, my friends. Ooh. Stretch those feet out. Okay, just a couple hops left. Ready and go. It's gonna help my volleyball blocking skills, I hope. Time. Okay, on our mats, thankfully. Find that core. Flex those feet. Jab in. Make sure it's set. Keep your biggest grab, your biggest push, pulling that belly strong, pushing low back into the ground. Time. Okay, take a little windshield wiper. And then we're back on that other side. Your row, I'm kind of circling mine around, taking a little bit of the size out. Still holding strong through that belly. This is what keeps those shoulders happy. Since we're not under a ton of load and you have to watch your resistance going back, you have more contraction on that back, which is what we're looking for. Okay, final jumps. Here we go. Hit it up. Watch those knees, keep them lined with toes. Keep your belly strong. Time. Okay, here we go. Last set. V pull. Here we go. Tight and deep. Feel the work around that belly button, through the rib cage, but then definitely set in between belly button, pubic bone. Wake up your ability to grab those muscles there. Time. All right, get rid of your band. Oh, feet mat width or just outside hip width. And then we're going to lower down to the left. Arms are out wide. Take your left foot and put it on top of your right knee. Or bottom foot on top of the top knee. Stretch it there. Should feel that glute, hip flexor, all the way into that shoulder. Okay, release. Make sure your feet are still wide. Lower over to the right foot on top of the left knee. Get those arms out wide. All right, release, come to center. And then we're going to cross our right ankle over the left knee and then pull the legs towards you. As you push your right knee away from you, grab behind the left thigh. Maybe even push your right elbow into the right knee. Flatten through the upper back, flatten through the pelvis. Flex both feet. Pull deep, deep, deep into the chest. So you should feel your right glute flexing here. Okay, drop your left foot on the ground. Quick hamstring stretch. So lift your right leg straight up. We want to try our best to keep all the bend out of the knee, pushing that right hip into the ground. Okay, and then switch. Left ankle over the right knee. Push the left knee away from you with your elbow or your hand. Try not to twist. I'm kind of twisting. This is definitely my right side or my tight side. I'm trying to keep my right knee pulled over toward my right shoulder. As you're pulling the legs in, see if you can kind of counter push your pelvis or your tailbone toward the ground. Okay, drop your right foot, lift the left, pull towards you. I hope you're still getting your greens, minimum 2 portions, and then we're working to try and add other colors, vegetables to your day. Roll it up. Fruits are awesome too, but they're usually just easier to get in there. So you can throw greens into smoothies. You can use greens to wrap up your lunch, some tofu, chicken, turkey, beans, and then a bunch of other vegetables. Hinge forward if you can. Let those knees just relax toward the ground. Okay, and then plant your feet. We'll come to our forward fold. See how close to the ground you can get. A couple rounds ago, I think our winter session, we worked on our forward fold. So hopefully you're a little bit deeper. If not, just keep working on it. All right, come on up. Fantastic work. Always a pleasure. I will see you tomorrow.